So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left.
Red, 38. Set, huh?
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Here we go, set. 33. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third down, they need 7.
Down. 6. Number 52, blue. White. Black ultra. Hut.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go. Black 40. Blaster 6. Slide blue. Claws red.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready. Red, 60 red. 60 red. Green jack. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Cut out left. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Black, red. Black, 95. Black shot. Blue striking. Blue green.
To the air yet again. Young. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big of a tight end.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. This one's out for Pearsall on the left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's silent for it.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They give on second to Benson. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
they're coming and they take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here. Throw here on first. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. And it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Benson now from the gun. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Ready.
He keeps it going, lost the football. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery.
A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. It's going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Martin making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
10 cycles. Here we go. Here we go. 52 boom. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has it downfield working the left. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this.
Ready.
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
Black, 95. Ready?
Thrown back, it's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 33. Yep, set.
Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set, hut. Claws red. 10 black. Few yellow. White, white.
3rd and long for him here. Brought in right side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Beetle blue. 60 red. Blue striker. Black chop. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Okay, Frank.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's black ultra. 45, white. Red, cycle. Hut.
Again, it's Young. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants it for you now.
Into a crowd, it's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to work they go after the interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Firing it deep, left side. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
Benson on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
60 Eagles!
Back to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
In the red zone now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Ready!
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready!
Hand off to Benson from the gun. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Sanders sends it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Set. 45. White. Needle blue.
Defense shows blitz. Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first. We've set it down from the 37. Setting him on the dive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Max Melton who held him down there. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Red. Cycle. Red. 38. Field. Black. Check. Huh?
Here's Young to throw. Downfield, he's got McMillan. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Escaped him, and they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a set.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, walk with the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
We're going for this. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Panthers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Here's Young. Dumped off to his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looking to throw. Young. Hits it through the middle. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 50. Hut.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. McPherson.